Again was kicked behind the barriers by another runner. Taken out at 12.23 by the stewards acting on veterinary advice. Waiting on Greatness to move along. Cleared's the favourite on the tote. Gold Legend is in the line. Katie Jane taken out. The ADT Security Maiden handicapped, the line is set. Race 1. All in. Just waiting on the light. They're set now. They're racing a fairly good start, although Tiny Tempest went back to the tail of the field. Vardy Special in the centre showing speed, taken on now by Mayfair Star and Coochie Coo. Getting up along the inside, the favourite is cleared, running about fourth at this stage. They're fairly tightly punched. Coochie Coo got a bit of a squeeze there. Further back to Greatness, followed by Tiny Tempest. And the chap is last of all on. Settling down as they race down the back, 1100 out. Vardy Special is the leader, followed then by Gold Legend second. Now there's Tiny Tempest going around the field to take the leader on. And shortly after we have another leader. Tiny Tempest draws out. Now easing back to second, Vardy Special, followed by Gold Legend third. With a good run on the inside was cleared centre field, followed by Greatness on the outside. A further break in the field, Mayfair Star, Coochie Coo on the rails. And about two at the tail of the field was the chap as they lead the back and race down the side inside the 800 metre mark. And the leader was Tiny Tempest. Now Gold Legend moving up on the outside. Vardy Special a close third. A length behind those with the run of the race was cleared, followed by Greatness. A further break of about two behind those, Coochie Coo. A neck off next on the outside, Mayfair Star, and still the chap is last of all as they race up towards the turn. Race 1 Canberra, and out very wide Gold Legend has raced to the lead now. Gold Legend leads the field around the turn, followed then by Tiny Tempest dropping out. Cleared is running on, followed by Vardy Special, and back behind those Coochie Coo, followed by Greatness. And a long break then, Mayfair Star well in the straight with about 300 to go, and Gold Legend has kicked away. Gold Legend is nicely clear. Cleared is trying hard on the outside. Vardy Special is still there, and the next one was Greatness further back in the field, then Coochie Coo, but Gold Legend is well clear with about 100 metres to go. Gold Legend about 3 in front of Vardy Special. Cleared, can't go on, but it's all Gold Legend, and Gold Legend has a soft win. Gold Legend first, Vardy Special second, cleared third, followed then by Coochie Coo and Greatness. A long break behind those in the field, the chap, followed by Mayfair Star, and Tiny Tempest was last.
1, 9 and 2 there, Canberra race 1, Gold Legend, Vardy Special and cleared. They are the details there. So Gold Legend at $3.80 and $1.30, saluting race 1. Now Caulfield, race 1 on the program. O'Rourke for race number 1.
Greyhounds moving over here for the first. A very good go downstairs for 888. Number 4, it's been campaigning at Goulburn and Appin in recent weeks. Been very heavily supported with the bookmakers as they're being loaded away. Basic Desire, Anasazi Pacer, Rodkari Rambo, Unit 1 smiling through. Lodi and 888. Lure rolling for the first of 12. In the pipe opener, and Rodkari Rambo in the centre, one of the first to break with Lodi showing good pace the inside, Basic Desire, and soon after Basic Desire holds out Lodi into that first bend up to third as they mix there was smiling through via the fence from Rodkari Rambo. Unit 1's a long way back. 888 can see them all, likewise Anasazi Pacer off the top end, Basic Desire going great guns. It's booted 6 clear now to Lodi, getting through again, smiling through. It's run its race in patches but turning, and Basic Desire in a one-act affair in the first. Basic Desire scores comfortably from Rodkari Rambo. Third home was 888, a fair effort in front of Lodi. Further back then to Anasazi Pacer, who pulled up quickly in the pen with Unit 1, and Lodi was one of the first ones home.
Well, Basic Desire was too good for them there over Rodkari Rambo. It's third, pretty tight, maybe the 4. Race 2 Bendigo, Consular at 12, Dan.
Raining here at the moment. A big field. And they're locked away over there at the 1200. There's the light. They're set. And away they go, and getting out very quickly, Regal Prophecy. Granny Apple is prominent, Spice Horse. Natural Light down towards the inside, Temporal, and then Royce, followed by Double Blue Maljabba. Back behind those, Catwalk Bell, Lisa's Fire, followed by Rule Custom. Getting well back was Tops Off, followed by Ocotillo and Scullers along last. As they race towards that first turn, and the leader was Granny Apple, 2 in front. Spice Horse running second, followed then by Temporal, moving up on the outside. Running about fourth on the inside, Regal Prophecy, followed by Aljabba. Down behind those then came Royce, Royce, followed by Double Bloom. A break of about 2, the Natural Light, followed as they race towards the turn by Tops Off. Well back there is Catwalk Bell, followed by Ocatilla. Well back as they race towards the turn. Rule Custom is back behind the leaders. Further back behind those then came Lisa's Fire and Forget About Skull. Around the turn, 400 to go, and the leader was Granny Apple, about 2 in front of Temporal, followed by Aljabba. Down towards the inside, under pressure, running on was Spice Horse, and the next one was Royce, followed by Double Bloom and Regal Prophecy. In the straight down towards the 200, and out wide on the track, racing up there, Temporal to join Granny Apple. They're fighting it out. Aljabba into the clears, running on. It's Temporal in the centre of the leader. Aljabba tries hard, followed by Granny Apple, but Temporal draws clear near the line, and Temporal a length over Granny Apple. 2 behind those, third Aljabba, followed then by Royce. The next one, Regal Prophecy, followed by Ocotillo, Double Bloom, Catwalk Bell, Lisa's Fire. Well back was Spice Horse, followed by Tops Off, Natural Light, coming in at long intervals here. Rule Custom, and Skull was back towards the tail of the field.
Canberra on race number 2, number 14 gets home there, and that was Temporal over 10 and 7. So some big dividends on the way there as well. The numbers at Bendigo will be 1, 2 and 14. Now race 2, a bright day there. 4:20 Catch a Chill, Notebook is at 7.90, 4:30 Bonnie Bidgie, 6 about Catherine Grant, 11 for King Cura Billy, Dustin Bale 6:40, 11 for Prince Renegade and Wordman at 13. That's for race 2 at Canberra. Now the Port Macquarie ratings, 4, 2, 1 and 3 they are. The top one is at 470, Think On. Race number 2, the marker goes this way. Bonsai Sand 6.90, Draft at 6.30, 8.30 Lucky to Be. Think On at 4.70, Alive 9.10. Barrelly Lad $5, 6.40 for Pandani. Over we go to number 9, which is, I beg your pardon, that's it, isn't it? For 8 starters there, race 2 at Port Macquarie on this slow track. It's 2, 3 and 8, the tips from Dick Hallard. Canberra now, here's Kel.
Basic Desire took the first, number 1 from 5 Rotkari Rambo, and a 4 888 wound up third. 31.48 was the time. 8.40, not quite one circuit of the track. Off. Good level line. Bonnie Bidgie and Notebook showing good pace. Catch a Chill wants to get off the track and took one with it. It was Dustin Bale. In trouble, Wordman, followed then by Prince Renegade. Heading into the back, Notebook has it a length and a half. The Bonnie Bidgie with the head down and the tail up, chasing hard. A half the outside was Catherine Grant, followed then by Dustin Bale. And Catch a Chill heads the rest around the bend. Bonnie Bidgie trying hard to pick up Notebook. Notebook in front, getting through late the centre. Dustin Bale. Dustin Bale has got through to blouse the lot of them. Dustin Bale first, toss up second, Notebook, Bonnie Bidgie or Catherine Grant for the minors. Further back then to Catch a Chill, King Kirribilli and Prince Renegade with Wordman. Oh, pretty close go, but the blacks got through here, Dustin Bale, and it'll get the prize. 7 the black, Dustin Bale. In a driving go, possibly from the Czechs, Notebook, and Catherine Grant, number 5, is prominent there as well for the minors. But 7's got through here and will get the prize in 26.05. The first split coming through, 8.05, 14.69. It got through late, and Dustin Bale has got up to beat Notebook. And number 5's prominent there for third, Catherine Grant. In fact, 5 goes up into the frame. 7.25 here after the running of race number 2. Dustin Bale is a black dog, head honcho. Luana Bale, raced by Paul Wheeler and trained by Lisa McFarlane from Gerrowa. Has got there in the nick of time to beat 2 Notebook. W. Richards from Forest Hill. And the third prize will go to 5, the yellow Catherine Grant, a red brindle bitch will Jarrah Mick and Pamela Grant from the race number 3. Set. Off and racing, good line, or one getting off a bit there was Picabo Street and Bonshaw Road endeavouring to circle down across the field, going quick. Hoyabella likewise, Jason's Title. Soon after, Jason's Title runs to the lead from Bonshaw Road, a length and a half to Hoyabella, followed then by Picabo Street. Well back, Acacia Karoma, likewise V8 Flyer and Legal Suit around the bend. The leader is Jason's Title. Bonshaw Road having another crack the outside. Bonshaw Road's going home, the better, she'll get up. Bonshaw Road has nabbed Jason's Title right at the death. Third home, another Gypsy, then Picabo Street. Further back, the Legal Suit. Well back, V8 Flyer, Hoyabella and Acacia Karoma. Good win.
Look at that, eh? Bonshaw Road at $4 in New South Wales. Looked the winner, didn't it? Because it was well backed on Super Tab, $2.30. Bonshaw Road began okay. Jason's Title got to the lead. And as they turn into the straight, Jason's Title, because it used a fair bit of pace up early, just started to get a little bit weary. Look at Bonshaw Road down the outside. I was just having a chat with Mark Duclos. Mark, of course, is the...
Now, just waiting on Zircon Lass, who's being led up riderless. Matthew Carl out of the saddle. Williams Choice, trained by Graham Norman at Warwick Farm, is the favourite. Well, it's not now. As more money goes in, Zircon Lass is the favourite, 340, ahead of Williams Choice at 390. Zircon Lass, the new favourite on the tote. Al's Addiction, Saki stands up, Bahamas. Waiting on the light. This is the third at Canberra. Saya Moore drawn towards the inside. Lady Brianna, Bahamas standing well with Saki. There's the light now, they're set. And away they go. Lady Brianna got out very, very quickly at the double running second, followed by Williams Choice. In behind those, Saya Moore, followed by Magical, and then Atlanta City. Back behind that group, Al's Addiction, followed by Bahamas, and the next one was Zircon Lass. Salinero going up 5 and 6 wide. Getting back, Kalara Boy, followed further back behind those, Saki and Glengarry Bay. As they settle down and leave the back and race down the side, the leader, Lady Brianna, a length in front of Williams Choice, followed by Magical, third out 3 wide. Down towards the inside at the double, followed then by Al's Addiction, Salinero, Zircon Lass. Further back behind those, Saya Moore, then Atlanta City on the outside. A break of about 2 or 3 behind those towards the turn, Bahamas, followed by Saki. Well back there, Kalara Boy and Glengarry Bay last of all. Around the turn, 400 to go third. Lady Brianna is joined by Williams Choice. They're going wide. In behind those, running on Magical, followed then by a double, and then Zircon Lass. Further back behind those, Saya Moore, a long break, Al's Addiction, and then Salinero, and the next one was Saki. Well in the straight with about 250 metres to go. Lady Brianna is still the leader. Williams Choice trying hard at the double on the inside is running on, followed by Zircon Lass as they race inside the 100 though. Lady Brianna's the leader. Out wide, Zircon Lass is coming quickly. Oh, Zircon Lass race to the lead, and Zircon Lass on the outside fence has won. Zircon Lass first, Lady Brianna, followed then by Williams Choice, then Saki. Saya Moore at the double was up behind that group, then Magical. Further back in the field, Salinero. A further break then, Atlanta City, followed by Kalara Boy. A further break, Bahamas, Glengarry Bay, and Al's Addiction was last.
Underneath the arches there, 5 Zircon Lass. Look at that, the cameraman almost got knocked over. There, Zircon Lass, Lady Brianna, and Williams Choice. It was nice and wide, that horse, wasn't it, Zircon Lass? And Matthew Carl ordering a pie as he passed the pie shop. Correct weight at the case now. It's right to pay there. Caulfield, it's due in about 3 minutes now, and Strange Addictions at 3:10. Now, camera trackside.
They're away, and we have no audio, so the best I can do is tell you that towards the outside, getting away well with Skadoodle.
Yep, okay, well, Skadoodle, in fact, has got to the lead there at Canberra. The 5 leads quite comfortably. Now setting out after this Greyhound is Comet Lee, who hooks to the outside. Well back as Dig Deep Dino into the straight now, and Skadoodle on the inside, and down the outside, Comet Lee, getting the better run, Comet Lee! Comet Lee goes on to beat Skadoodle, close for third, possibly Dig Deep Dina in a photo with Misty May, and they were followed well back on the inside by Short Melody, and Brother Fitz with Olzavid Chill well back. So more than likely number 4, Comet Lee, over number 5, Skadoodle. It's pretty close for third too. We'll check that out in just a few moments' time. Now, Comet Lee loomed up on the outside of Skadoodle and went away to win by around about a length and a half on the line. Skadoodle had enough by this stage, and it'll be pretty close for third. Maybe the white has just held on to the 8-metre dive on the line, but the white will hang on for third, Dig Deep Dino. So it'll be quite clearly 4, 5 and 3 on race number 4 at Canberra. Righto, Canberra dividends, and Zircon Lass, Lady Brianna and Williams Choice, Vigi. And that's the story there for race number 5. 6-1-13 there at Sunshine Coast. Now Bendigo, 6-1 and 13, there they are. Should pay a nice place dividend. 1, 2, 3 and 7 of the ratings. Race 4 at Bendigo. Here's the market as they head over at Canberra. 220 Power and Rhythm. Regal Saab at 470. 790 Limerick County, 570 for Bold Assumption. 11 about Hollywood Lights, number 5. And we go over to 75 for 10 mil. The selections are 1, 4 and 2. Over they move over at Canberra now. Here's Kel.
Webster Vale, Count Rego and Tudor Minstrel. Yes, thanks, Nick. They're being loaded away here for the running of race number 5, which is Webster Vale, Count Rego and Tudor Minstrel. Yes, thanks, Nick. They're being loaded away here for the running of race number 5, which is the Impressive Science Stake. And pretty solid elect downstairs with the bookies, the yellow. Baby Bidgie, all in. Green light on. Lure rolling. Race 5. Racing. Webster Vale got out well, showing good pace, Supreme Raider, but the Vale Webster's going to lead. Up to third out wide was Pelican, followed by Shawnick, who's tracking via the rail, then from Baby Bidgie. Well back now, Tudor Minstrel and Okada down the back, and Webster Vale said good night. Webster Vale race 7 or 8 cleared on Supreme Raider. Up to third, the inside was Shawnick, improving then Baby Bidgie, and further back to Okada out wide, but it's all Webster Vale as they turn. Supreme Raider holding down second, clear of Shawnick, but Webster Vale, although getting leg weary, too strong and beat Supreme Raider. Third home was Shawnick, then Okada, further back to Tudor Minstrel, Pelican, and the last couple over the line were Baby Bidgie and Count Rego.
Webster Vale, too good for them there. 5, 1 and 6 on race number 5 at Canberra. Race 4 at Bendigo. That's the next race to have a look at, and it's the all-season.
Plenty of blue sky overhead, track rating heavy. And quite a stiff breeze is blowing. Now Cucullin goes in, beholds them. Gates open, Concord Flight was slowly away, as was Music Video, and Capital Call got away well, and showing speed there was a Red Hot Rookie, and also going up on the outside, Stylish Conquest to pour the speed on. Back behind those, Whistling John, followed by Cucullin, Concord Flight and a neck off Music Video last of all, as they settle down and race down the back in the direction of the 1200 metres, and the leader Red Hot Rookie a half a length in front of Stylish Conquest, a length and a quarter behind those Capital Call, followed then by Whistling John pulling on the outside. Back centre field was Cucullin, 3/4 of a length off then Concord Flight, and a length then Music Video as the tail ender as they race inside the 1000, race towards that next turn. They've got about 950 metres to go, and Red Hot Rookie is the leader, 2 in front of Stylish Conquest, a similar margin Capital Call, a half a length Cucullin getting a good run on the inside, a half a length then Whistling John further back behind those Concord Flight, and locked away on the inside Music Video, but they're packing up as they leave the back and race down the side, and Stylish Conquest moved up on the outside of Red Hot Rookie. Cucullin off the rails is running on, followed then by Whistling John, and then Capital Call between runners, and the last pair with a favourite too, Concord Flight racing on the outside of Music Video up towards the turn, and they've got about 500 to go, and out very wide Whistling John has raced up to Stylish Conquest, in behind those Cucullin running on, Red Hot Rookie down towards the inside between runners, Capital Call, and now angling towards the outside rail, Concord Flight, and then Music Video. They're spread across the track with about 300 to go. Here's Concord Flight. Concord Flight raced up very quickly and hit the lead. Wide out Music Videos running on, followed by Stylish Conquest, and then Capital Call, but Concord Flight races away, and this is a very easy win indeed. Concord Flight races away to win by about 4. Music Video second, Capital Call third, a long break Whistling John, followed then by Stylish Conquest, Cucullin, and Red Hot Rookie was the last one. Oh, it's bolted in Concord Flight. When the track became rain affected, it was a living certainty really, Concord Flight, with Forever Blushing and Another Desire taken out. Number 3, Concord Flight, a patient ride by John Scourse, trained by Barbara Joseph. A 5-year-old bay gelding by Interstellar out of St Flying, and Concord Flight raced by RGRK and DJ Bottom and PH Joseph in partnership. Did look the best bet of the day. 9, Music Video second, trained by John Morrissey for Matthew Carl, and 2, Capital Call battled on. Trained by Reg Buckley at Queanbeyan and Michael Ward. 392 official on race 4. 392 the numbers. 7 was 4th, Whistling John, and 1, Stylish Conquest 5th. Now the time for the race, 1:43.80. 1:43.80 was the time, and the sectional time, 39.01. 39.01. But an easy win, Concord Flight. Revelled in the conditions, raced away in the straight. Second was 9, Music Video. A 5-year-old Chestnut Gelding, Palace Music out of Starlight Angel, John Morrissey, Matthew Carl, and Capital Call, a 7-year-old Chestnut Gelding, Nordic Prince, Valley of Jewels, Reg Buckley, Michael Ward.
Nice work.
For the... Yes, thanks, Nick. They're being locked away here for the first leg of the double, race 6, the Greyhound Recorder Country Championship heat. The winner to go to Wentworth Park in a couple of weeks from now to contest the semis and vie, of course, for the big prize money down there. Lure rolling. This is the big one. Country Championship heat set. Racing out wide, Crystal Gal and Amanda Chantel came together, and Foxy May Grant and Diane's Country got the best of it. Fleetfoot Grant and Venomous Strike are showing pace. Well, back here was Scanner with Amanda Chantel and Crystal Gal trying to thread a way through up the back. Diane's Country in front. Fleetfoot Grant cropped the Pratt. Here's Venomous Strike coming into the race. 2 off, then comes Jacinta's Dream. Crystal Gal's next, followed then by Foxy May Grant and Scanner around the bend. Diane's Country in front. Venomous Strike moved up on the outside, put the bib in front, and Venomous Strike did best. Venomous Strike got up to nab Diane's Country. Third home was Scanner, then Amanda Chantel. Crystal Gal further back to Fleetfoot Grant, and Foxy May Grant was one of the last ones in. Neil Olsen with Venomous Strike has lobbed and bobbed, and will get the prize for the blue Venomous Strike. A white and brindle dog in 31.07. Diane's Country turned with a handy break. Connections were pretty happy with themselves, but the last little bit of Venomous Strike has just put the head down where it counts, and we'll get the prize here. Looks like 4, 3 and 6 will be the numbers, with Scanner paying a very good place dividend there at the 530 Super Tab, $6 New South. The winner on Super Tab, 1980 and 620. 230 the runner-up, Diane's Country, and 530 for Scanner.
Okay, now let's look at Port Macquarie Race 4. It's due.
Yes, thanks very much, Nick. They're arriving in the boxes here for the Canberra Clothing Trophy. It's a best 8 over the 732. Some good greyhounds engaged here. The field, in fact, has won upwards of $100,000 in total as far as prize money is concerned. The bookies downstairs have Ash and Bale just in advance of Miss Pinup, I should say, as the top elect. And Miss Queen Lee should be a fairly strong third choice. The rest are at double figure odds as they're being loaded away at the 732 boxes. Kind of tempting away with Miss Queen Lee, Malawi Socks, Miss Pinup, Ash and Bale, Surprise Call, Witches, Britches and McClintock. They're just about locked. Starter has a final check. Everything seems to be A-OK. The green light's on. The lure's rolling. This is race number 7. They're off and racing. Miss Pinup second to go. Malawi Socks actually got the best of it. Going quick out wide there was McClintock, followed by Miss Queen Lee. Improving now was Ash and Bale, followed by Surprise Call. Kind of tempting's gone wide, and Miss Queen Lee and Bother. So they wave to this big crowd with just under a lap to go, and Malawi Socks in front. Miss Pinup's breathing down its neck. Likewise, Ash and Bale about to get to the tearaway. 4 off then comes to McClintock, followed then by Surprise Call. Well back was Witches, Britches, kind of tempting, and Miss Queen Lee has broken down. Unfortunately, Ash and Bale reaches the lead at the 600 boxes. Miss Pinup as flat as a strap to pick it up, clear of McClintock. Then comes Malawi Socks, but Ash and Bale, heavily supported, is going to land some nice bets. Ash and Bale beats Miss Pinup. Third home in the run was McClintock. They were followed in then by Witches, Britches, further back to Malawi Socks, kind of tempting, Surprise Call. And unfortunately for connections of Miss Queen Lee, she's broken down and she failed to complete the course.
Yeah, disappointing there, Miss Queen Lee breaking down, but it'll be 1 or 2, 1 and 8 there on race 7 from Canberra. Bendigo, they're fairly close to a start here. Interesting race, Auntie Hilda.
Now waiting on Tiana Corday to move in for the Miss Australia Awards Class 3. Now next Sunday, Queanbeyan has a big Sunday meeting next week. The feature race is the $10,000 Newmarket. Noms closed Tuesday, owners and trainers. So next Sunday, across the border we go. Queanbeyan, feature race, the $10,000 Newmarket handicap. And on the Monday following, it's Mudgee. Looking forward to going back to Mudgee on this Monday week for a TAB meeting. Now waiting on Tiana Corday to move up. Line is just about set as Tiana Corday goes up. He's No Beethoven, the inside runner. McQueen, My Mimi, General Jackson, Danaka. Starter goes up, 2,050 metres. The light is on and the line is set, and away they go. Now, My Mimi got away well, closer down towards the inside, followed by McQueen. Further out towards the centre there, General Jackson, the widest runner, Yodelara. Then Tiana Corday, followed by Danaka, settling down second last. And he's no Beethoven at the tail of the field. At the winning post, a circuit to go, and the leader was My Mimi, taken on in the centre by General Jackson, and Yodelara goes up 3 wide, with the sit on the leaders behind those McQueen. On its outside, Tiana Corday, a further break then Danaka, and about 5 or 6, he's no Beethoven at the tail of the field. Racing up the side inside the 1600 metre mark, and the leader was General Jackson, a neck in front of Yodelara second. 2 behind those, Tiana Corday third, ahead off fourth, My Mimi. A length and a half behind those as they race down the back inside the 1400 McQueen. A length Danaka second last, and about 4 then. He's no Beethoven last. In the back stretch as they race down in the direction of the 1200 metres, and the leader on the inside, General Jackson. The pressure is being applied by Yodelara, who eases back now, and General Jackson leads by about a length over Yodelara. About 2 behind those then, Tiana Corday on the outside of My Mimi. A further break of about 2 then came McQueen. 2 off behind those, Danaka second last, and 3 then. He's no Beethoven as last as they race towards that next turn, 900 to go, and little change in the order where it's General Jackson, a neck in front of Yodelara second on the outside, 2 off then. Tiana Corday, a neck off fourth on the inside, My Mimi, followed then by McQueen. Now the rider of He's no Beethoven taking off, and this relegates Danaka last of all. Down the side, they've got about 700 metres to go, and these leaders are bunching up where it's General Jackson is taken on now by Tiana Corday out wide. Yodelara is still there, He's no Beethoven, and just behind that group as they race towards the turn, then McQueen, and further back behind those Danaka with a bit of work to do from there, and along last was My Mimi, but around the home turn, 400 to go, and they're going wide again. Tiana Corday is the leader, out wide on the track, running on was He's no Beethoven, followed then by Yodelara. Danaka's running on, closer down towards the centre, and then General Jackson, they're spread across the track, out very wide, He's no Beethoven's the leader, but here's Danaka putting in a run. It's Danaka down towards the centre, and He's no Beethoven. It's Danaka reaching the lead. He's no Beethoven is battling on, followed then by McQueen, but Danaka's the leader, having another go. He's no Beethoven, but Danaka holds on, and Danaka by about a half a length. He's no Beethoven. Close for third, we had McQueen or Tiana Corday, then Yodelara, followed further back in the field, General Jackson, and pulling up very scratchily last was My Mimi.
Well, it'll be 3, 7 and 2 there. Danaka holding on from a very good win there. Danny Beasley, that was a good ride from Danny. He stayed low in the saddle all the way down the home straight, and it was a good performance. All right, He's no Beethoven put up a cheeky effort to run second, and McQueen third. Now, our next major race from the Metropolitan Centre in Victoria is at Caulfield. Rain coming down a little bit heavier now. Mick the 50 cents. They're pretty close to a start. Here's Kell.
Set to jump. Ready. Away they go. Baggio Bale away sweetly out wide of Princess Rima, endeavouring to get across, but Baggio Bale's going to hold her out. Golden Playboy's desperate to get to the fence and took a couple out. Sharp Wit, the fourth, followed then by Walk Before, Strong Demand, and well back Kirribilli Rose. These 2 up front go lickety split. Baggio Bale and Princess Rima. 3 lengths off to the Playboy coming into the race. 5 away then to Sharp Wit, followed by Walk Before. Here comes Golden Playboy turning. Baggio Bale in front. Golden Playboy's trying hard, but Baggio Bale too strong and beat Golden Playboy. Third home was Sharp Wit, followed in then by Princess Rima, Walk Before. Further back to Strong Demand, and Kirribilli Rose was back at the rear.
2, 8 and 1 there. Golden Playboy had the race shot to pieces, but ducked to the fence instead of hooking outside there, and that was the reason why it didn't beat Baggio Bale, who just pinched the prize. Race 5, Port Macquarie, 320 Splendor Boutard, Nevada Will at $4.90. Lots of magic.
They're racing. National Alarm flew out today and leads comfortably from Elusive Clover and Gold Hike of the fence, followed then by Scarlet Wish, Moonga and Gemalong Jaguar. Can see them all as they go under a lap to go. And National Alarm is the pilot, 2.5 to Elusive Clover, 3 off to Gold Hiker. Gemalong Jaguar switches back to the inside, followed then by Scarlet Wish and Moonga. Off the top end, National Alarm still 1.5 to Elusive Clover. Gemalong Jaguar and Gold Hiker in a buffeting duel here. The leaders get away as they swing. Elusive Clover a length to National Alarm as they turn now, and it's all Elusive Clover inside the 50. Elusive Clover by 3 to National Alarm. A similar gap to Gold Hiker.